Gizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, stacking that paper. You know that cheddar, that cheese, that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time, energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors. Everybody that's highly invested in the channel understands that we growing this channel organically. Yeah, constant elevation. We on our way to the top. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new investors, all my new subscribers, everybody that's tapped into this channel and making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, man. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. Yeah, I'm the only one in this lane, my G. It is what it is. You have tapped in. Now, listen, man, make sure you wipe off your feet before you walk into this mansion. You know, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? Make sure your notifications are on. So when Grown Man Business TV is live, you are in the building. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, big salute to the chat. You see the thumbnail. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you see the title. You see the title. Brim. You know, bloodhound gang leader out there in New York City has found the light. He has officially dropped his flag. He is no longer leading young black men to the hellfire. And we got to talk about this. We got to talk about it. Big salute to the chat. You know, we going to have fun with this. We going to have fun with this. You got to know something, right? It's a real love-hate relationship between Grown Man Business TV and my New York subscribers, my New York consumers, my New York City investors. You got to know I'm heavy out there in East New York, Brooklyn, New York. You understand what I'm saying? And it's always a conversation, you know, Grown Man Business TV, he got something against New York. He got something against, you know what I'm saying, NYC. And it's never been like that. It's always been love. But I got to hold y'all accountable, my G. You know what I'm saying? And if you notice, it's not just New York. It's all the way out in L.A. You know what I'm saying? I did videos about L.A. gang members, the Rolling 60 Crips, Big U, Nipsey Hussle. Some L.A. people rock with it, and some L.A. people feel like, you know, it's an issue, and it is what it is. But Brim, I got to hold you accountable, and I got to hold you accountable on the highest level. I see a lot of people talking about this topic. I got a lot of people in the DM saying, yo, GMB TV, what's your perspective on Brim? What's your thought process on what's going on with that gang leader out there in New York? And I'm saying to myself, man, it's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot of things I could be talking about instead of Brim. You feel me? But I understand that there's always a message in the mess. It's a huge message in this. And the downloads start downloading. The downloads start downloading. And the downloads told me, Grown Man Business TV, talk to the youth when it comes to this. Talk to the youngsters. They follow you. This is a time where your voice is needed. And if you see the thumbnail, it's a rat and it's a cheese in there. Big block of cheddar cheese, and it's a rat right there. Because I don't see nobody exposing that part of this. Brim is a rat. This is not allegedly. This is not allegedly. You know, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? Because OG Mac was a rat too. See, I'm not from New York City. But the history of this got to be exposed. The gang leaders in New York City, for the most part, are rats. Federal informants. And we gonna break this thing down, bro, because somebody got to say this. Somebody got to really step on the neck of the snake. And I told y'all the truth is becoming more entertaining than the lies, my G. Yeah, y'all was lying for a long time. These gang leaders was lying. These rappers was lying. These actors was lying. And y'all made millions of dollars. Y'all led thousands and thousands of young black men to the grave. And y'all led thousands and thousands of young black men all the way to the prison system. You know, the federal prison system, the private prison system. You know that school to jail pipeline y'all was helping provide for? The truth is being exposed. So New York City, you back on the chopping block. If you like it or not. I'ma talk this talk, I'ma walk this walk, if you like it or not. And just like when it come to hip hop, or that whole gang situation out there in New York was an absolute lie. Brim is a full-blown rat. A full-blown rat that's on his knees right now, ready to suck Donald Trump off so he could come home. That's all he want to do. He want Donald Trump to put it on his chin. Ain't this the dude y'all used to respect out there in New York? Brim. Brim. I mean, you got a whole salute to China, but you know, China Brim. Brim. Y'all was led into the hellfire. Y'all was lied to. And anytime a grown man stands on grown man business, y'all get offended. Y'all feel away. And this is respectfully, homie. That dude right there, Brim, was the leader of the Bloodhound Brims. He's one of the reasons why China Brim name is China Brim. Hey, yo, salute to the homie China Brim, you know what I mean? Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. We gonna have fun with this. Yeah, salute to the chat. Make sure y'all get in here, hit the like button and all that. We gonna have fun with this situation. I always thought, let me show y'all something, man. And I gotta be real with y'all, man. You know, before we get into what the gangs in New York are and what they was, I already told y'all that the real gangs of New York was some dirty Irish dudes. Those were the first gangs in New York. It was dirty Irish guys that was running the ports, that was having their way all out in New York City. Let me show y'all something real quick before we really talk about this. When I was growing up, these was the gangs of New York City right here. Let me show y'all something. Big salute to the chat. These were the gangs of New York City. These guys, the Warriors. Warriors, come out and play, yeah. These was the gangs of New York, B. These was the gangs in New York City. Right there, the gangs. These was the gangs, man. So I wanted to show y'all that right before we get into this. Brim is a rat. OG Mac was a rat. And we're going to talk about OG Mac. We're going to talk about what really happened in New York City. Brim, 45 years old. Now you want to retire like Mike Jordan. Now you want to put the flag down. After you done caused so much destruction in the community. After you done caused so much chaos. Now you want to put the flag down and you a Christian now. Well, grown men are going to put a foot on your neck. We're going to get into this. Let me digress. Big salute to the chat. Listen, man, I really got to do this. I'm sorry. I seen highs. I seen everybody talking about this and explaining this, but ain't nobody called this dude a rat. Well, guess what? You got to be a federal informant to make these type of moves, homie. Oh, you got to eat. Hey, Brim, we got something for you. Take that to the mouth. We got the cheese for you, Brim. Yeah. Big salute to the chat. Let's get into this.
Breaking news. I got a major announcement to make. Before I do that, though, let me first take honor and give blessings to Martin Luther King. May the Father God bless him and his soul and his spirit and bless his family. He was one of the greats that endured the earth.
Now, let's stop right there. This is a reaction. You want to give shout out to Martin Luther King Jr. You want the Lord to bless his family. Come on, homie. What is going on? Well, let's get into this, B. Nasty work.
So, let me start this out with a little scripture for you. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I used to talk as a child, think as a child, reason as a child. When I became a man, I put aside childish things. In the words of Martin Luther King, the time is always right to do right.
Now, let me talk to you, Mr. La Brim. Let me have a conversation with you. You gonna stop quoting Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., man? Man, that man rolling in his goddamn grave where he got a Brim out here talking about, in the words of Dr. Martin. You a freedom fighter now. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Excuse me here, sir. Get Brim in here. Yep, we want to talk to him. Yes, sir. Brim, how you doing there? How you doing there now, Brim? Are you doing okay? How's the jail food treating you, Mr. Brim? Well, sit on down real fast. We got a proposition for you, Mr. Brim. Okay, don't you worry. Hey, get us some cheese in here for Mr. Brim. Would you mind getting us? Thank you so much. We got something for you, Mr. Brim. Oh, you New York gangsters, when y'all get a taste and a whiff of this, take a whiff of this right here, Mr. This right here is the deal breaker. Mr. Brim, we would love for you. Give you a chance to go home, Mr. Brim. We gotta bring that speech in here for us. Put it right there, Mr. Brim. We need you to read this paper right here. Don't you worry. You read this paper right here, and you eat this cheese, and you might got a good chance of going home, Mr. Brim. We understand what you did. We understand how it went down. We understand. We know, Mr. Mr. Brim, we understand. Get the cheese in here. Thank you. We got the cheese for you. Now, Mr. Brim, shh. Read this paper right here. Mr. Brim, can you read that paper for me?
Breaking news. I got a major announcement to make.
That's
Before
good.
I do that, though, let me first take honor and give blessings to
Martin Luther King. There you go.
God bless him and his soul and his spirit and bless his family. He was one of the greats that adored the earth.
Yes.
So,
That's good.
let me start this out with a little scripture for you.
Yeah, read him the Bible.
1 Corinthians 13:11.
Oh, that's good.
When I was a child, I used to talk as a child.
Yes.
Think as a child.
Yes.
Reason as a child.
Yes.
When I became a man,
yes.
I put aside childish things.
Yes.
In the words of Martin Luther King,
Martin.
The time is always right to do right.
Hey, get us some more cheese over here, please.
2019.
More cheese.
I wrote a book called Making Your Wrongs Right Through Prayer and Scripture.
Yes.
That's the path I've been on for about 18 years.
Oh, okay. Breaking news.
Anyone with $10,000.
Breaking news, Brim. Brim, you're doing an amazing job. Don't keep reading. We like how you read the paper. Don't say nothing else. Read the paper, Brim, please. Yes. We like how you talked about Jesus. We like how you're breaking the scripture down. But give him some more, Brim, we want you to get... Hold on, here you go. Talk to him, please.
Keeping me back. Something was still keeping me trapped and snared.
Yes.
A yoke of bondage placed on my neck. Well, today is January 20th, 2025.
Yes.
And I'm 45 years old, a big 45.
Big 45, yes.
And it is time to finally be free.
Okay.
Of that yoke of bondage, that trap, what has kept me instead. So today...
Brim, we need you to put some more get the cheese. Here you Brim, we need to put some more life into you. Eat this cheese. Talk to the people. You done sent us so many jail inmates. You done filled up prisons left and right. You got YouTubers with the name China Brim. I mean, you have an influence. And now we want you to take them to the next level. We like that. Read the book. China, listen to me. Brim has went from Martin Luther King to Bible scriptures. Oh, you're doing a good job. Brim, tell them some more, Talk to him.
I officially announce that I'm leaving from out of the darkness and totally into the light.
Now listen here. Oh, hey, listen to me. China Brim, you heard what he said. He's leaving the dark side. hey, Lala Brim is leaving it's official. He don't want nothing to do with the dark side. He done came to the light. Big 40. Hey, somebody get China Brim and let him know we got to correct this. I don't think your name should be China Brim no more, son. It's not looking good. And I rock with you, 050. I'm locked in, Harlem legend, China Brim. But you New Yorkers got some explaining to do. OG Mac was a rat. Lala Brim is a rat. I can't make this up, New York City. You know I rock with you. But why? Why would you let it? Why is this happening? And you thought Grown Man Business TV, because this is the thing, right? We can't just let this ride, homie. This is something we got to expose, we got to step on, and we got to put this in the light, homie. We got to chastise you. All of a sudden at 45, you want to put the flag down and you want to quote Martin Luther King. That ain't how it work, homie. And see, back in the day, they would have been able to let a dude like Lala Brim and they would have slid him back into society. They would have slid him back into the community. A whole rat, an informant. How you think they got rid of the Black Panthers? I'm going to give y'all the game, youngster. So before you let them jump you into a gang, before you think that it's some type of loyalty, before you think that it's some type of honor in this, I'm going to show you it ain't no honor in these gangs. It ain't no loyalty amongst thieves, homie. It's honor in being a grown man and standing on grown man business, no pun intended. That's where the honor is at. The honor is in raising your family. So this dude, man, listen, I'm going to let him talk a little more. Hey, somebody get some more cheese in here for Lala Brim. We want to get some more cheese in here. Lala Brim, we got cheese for you. We got a bunch of, we got cheese. We know how you New Yorkers get when we sit you into this first 48 interrogation room and we put that cheese right in your mouth. Oh, you can't resist, can you? Go ahead and talk some more for Lala Brim.
I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood. Denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims. I'm no longer blood. I'm no longer blood. I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood, and all ties to anything and any association of that. I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood, and all ties to anything and any association of that.
So what happens to all the young boys out there that changed their name to Brim this and Brim that, and all the young youth out there that went to jail over this Bloodhound Brim association, all of the young black men that died in the streets? What happens to them? Or are they just casualties of war? No, that ain't how we gonna go, homie. That ain't how it's gonna go. You not about to, nah, homie. And it's nasty work what you're doing. I mean, right now you got to imagine. You got to imagine Lala Brim on his knees with the oppressor standing on top of him, telling him, yeah, you been buck broken. You want to get out of here? Read this speech right here, homie. You thought he wrote that? You thought Lala Brim wrote this speech? Nah, that ain't homie. He got a mouthful of cheese. God damn it, eat the cheese, Lala Brim. Yeah, we gonna make a mockery of you, homie. This is what the gang leaders turn out to be. Oh yeah, he ate the cheese. See, a lot of y'all don't understand that the higher-ups and the elites are studying y'all at every waking moment. So they understand, listen, man, we gonna make him rap, we gonna let him eat the cheese, but we not gonna make no paperwork. We not gonna make no statement. We gonna make him read this speech right here. Because you know, all they need is paperwork. As long as it's paperwork, they know he a rat. But if it ain't no paperwork, they will accept the rat back into the community. They will accept the federal informant back into the organization. Oh yeah, long as it ain't no paperwork, Brim is gonna be, nah, we stepping on that. You was a whole bozo out here. Brim is a rat. OG Mac was a rat. All of your gang leaders were rats. Y'all was better off sticking with Swan and the Warriors. At least we knew that Swan was standing on business. Yeah, hold on. At least we knew that Swan, right here, Swan stood on business, B. All of your gang leaders are rats. And I don't want you know, it is what it is. Y'all know I don't care, man. I don't care, B. All of your New York gang leaders was rats. And all, listen to this dude right here. Boy, you crazy? Listen to this. Listen to this guy.
I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood, and all ties to anything and any association of that. And I now walk into the light. I now throw my hat into the ring of politics. Yes, I said night. I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood, and all ties to anything and any association of that. And I now walk.
Now, that was a good job right there, Mr. OG Bobby Mack, Mr. Brim. That was beautiful. We want you to keep reading the paper, because now what you're going to do is you're going to lead the black youth. You're going to lead whoever's still following this Brim organization. You're going to lead them into politics. You're going to lead them into voting for the Republican Party, the Democrat Party, whatever party, but you're going to represent us. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. See, y'all thought that they are now allowing felonies in New York City, dudes with felons. They are allowing y'all to vote. You thought they did that because they rock with y'all? You thought they did that because they care about y'all? You thought they did that? No. Everything is an agenda. It's a narrative. It's a storyline. Let's let these felons go ahead and vote, and we'll start letting them and releasing them. If they put down the flag and they come over to the Republican Party, you might be able to get a pardon. You know, Donald Trump is in office. We might just be able, you know, Donald Trump, he doesn't mind giving you a pardon, Mr. Brim. Now, what you got to do is you got to drop your flag. We don't care about all the black people that you help kill, all the black people that you help lead to the jail system, all the young youth that you misled. We don't care about that. We'll sweep that under the rug, Mr. Brim. Here, eat some of this cheese. And then after you eat, get us some more cheese over here from Mr. Brim. And after you do that, we'll sweep all that under the rug if you drop your flag. But now you got to come on to politics. Tell your following, tell your people, tell your gang members to come on over to politics, and we're gonna go with the Republican Party. Now, if you can do that there, Brim, if you can convince them to ride with us, Brim, we might be able to get old good Donald Trump to give yourself, if not, go ahead and give you a pardon. You know what a pardon is, Mr. Brim? You know what a pardon is? That means you might be able to go home. We done gave you 100 years, but we'll sweep that under the rug as well. Go ahead and tell him, Mr. Brim. Talk to him.
Walk into the light. I now throw my hat into the ring of politics. Yes, I said politics. That's where I'm going. That's where God is leading me. to finally really make a change for us as a people. I have joined the Republican Party, MAGA. Yes, I'm a MAGA Republican, officially. Once I am home, I will officially register and start voting. We've been blessed with a great opportunity in New York. From 2021, they restored our right to vote as felons, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But beyond that, I said I'm getting into politics. I'm throwing my hat in the ring to politics to bring forth true change for our people. I couldn't do it this way. With that yoke of bondage, that darkness of being blood, no matter the fact of me not being a criminal more, keeping it to criminal.
Now, I want to say this. The truth is becoming more powerful than the lies. And the truth is, Brim, that you not a representative of the movement, my G. You not a representative of the people. You a puppet for the higher ups and the elites. And see, back in the 60s, back in the 70s, back before we had this technology, right? It was easy for them to take dudes like Brim, get them to eat the cheese, and slide them back into the community and infiltrate the Black Panther Party, infiltrate whatever we had going on that they couldn't see, they couldn't hear, they didn't know about. Yeah. I don't know how you took that and did that, but that's my thing. Brim. And now it's grown men. It's real big dogs, homie. It's real big dogs that's letting you know, and I'm on this. I'm on this. You don't get to talk about, nigga, politics on what? What kind of politics you bringing to this? What kind of influence you bringing to this? After all the death and destruction you brought to the black community, now you want to get into politics? Well, what kind of laws you going to pass? What kind of politics you going to push forward? You a whole rat out here. You got to know something. New York City is rat infested, homie. On both sides of the spectrum. I'm talking in the streets, it's literal rats running around. And in the criminal and black community, you got rats everywhere. Brim, you a politician now, homie. You a politician? That's what you is. Nah, you a rat. You a whole rat, homie. And you a disgrace to the community. You a disgrace to the criminal organizations out there in New York City. You a disgrace all across the board, homie. And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. And I'm gonna tell you something. Bounty Hunter Brims, you might want to get that off your name. Y'all might want to reconsider. I mean, I can't make this up, B. To my New Yorkers that they feel a certain way, I'm telling you, I can't make this up. It fall right in my lap. I didn't go out looking for this. I was going to talk about Nelly and Donald Trump and Snoop Doggy Dogg. I was going to give y'all some game on these puppets. But these gang members that's leading our youth, I mean, and it's bad, homie. It's bad. Let me really get into this. You don't know how many teenage young men lost their life at the voice of this dude. At the thought of the flag that he was representing. How many young men lost their life? How many young men is sitting in jail cells? How many men got scars on their face? Traumatized? How many men was being, bruh, he was blackmailing, he was robbing, he was extorting. And I get it. I get it because I understand the real origin of what happened in New York City with the Bloods. That's why I got a foot on Fat Joe neck. Because these black men needed protection from Latinos. These black men needed protection from the, the Latinos, you know what I'm talking about. The Latin kings and all of that. These black men needed protection from Latino inmates. So the blood thing was it was pure. It wasn't something that just came out the sky, homie. Black men needed protection from the same Latinos that act like they was cool with us. From the same Latins, from the same Latino, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans that act like they made hip hop with us. But with come power, yeah, come corruption. Yeah, salute, 05 voter movement. You already know what time it is. This guy right here is eating the cheese. You don't get to talk like this until you go into an interrogation room and sit down with those people. Hey, Mr. La Brim. Hey, Mr. La Brim, I would like to talk to you. We gotta listen to me, Mr. La Brim. We got something for you. We got something for you. If you would like to get out, Mr. Donald Trump is. We could get Mr. Donald Trump to give you a pardon. You know what a pardon is, Mr. La Brim? It's nasty work. It's nasty work. And see, what Grown Man Business TV is here to do is to tell the youngsters, you ain't gotta wait until you got 100 years. You ain't gotta wait until you 45 years old, homie. This what they gonna give you. Mr. La Brim, listen to me, Mr. La Brim, would you like? Listen, all we need you to do is denounce the gang, Mr. La. Let's listen to you. Listen to him.
And totally into the night. I'm no longer blood. I denounce all. I officially announce that I'm leaving from out of the darkness and totally into the light.
Hey, China. He say he's leaving the dark side and he's walking into the light. Bro, I can't make this shit up. He's leaving the. Listen to me. Go ahead and tell him one more time, Mr. Mr. La Brim, would you tell him one more time what you said?
Today, I officially announce that I'm leaving from out of the darkness and totally into the light, as kept me instead. So today, I officially announce that I'm leaving. I officially announce that I'm leaving from out of the darkness and totally into the light. I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood, and all ties to anything and any association of that.
Now, Mr. La Brim, we like how you said that right there. We like how you told them that you was leaving the dark side. You didn't know that there's a guy on YouTube, and salute to 050 the movement, by the name of China Brim. Your name is La Brim, his name is China Brim, and both of you guys got Brim on your name. I wouldn't know why, but they call themselves the dark side, and we put it in there to just let you know and let them know that you are going to leave the dark side. Could you get some more cheese in here for us from Mr. La? Mr. La Brim, we got some more cheese for you. It's right here. Go ahead and take you a sip. Go ahead and take you a piece of that cheese right there, Mr. La Brim. Woo! We got more. Get some more cheese in here from Mr. La. We got plenty of cheese for you. You're leaving the dark side and you're stepping into the light. We gonna have fun with this, but at the same time, you gotta know something, right? Let's go deeper into this. But Mr. La Brim, we gonna let you talk. Just hold on, hold your horses, hold on to your horses for 2 seconds there now, Mr. La Brim, and get some more cheese and get some more cheese in you. The youth got to understand, you know something, man? Go on to any construction site. Go on to any site where there's hard labor being done, right? Hard working men, grown men doing concrete, construction work. And there's going to always be 1 or 2 guys that are ex-criminals. You know, you get to talking to your coworkers and he say, yeah, man, my name's La Brim, and I used to be a gang member, and I used to run the gangs, and I used to do what I do, and I had all the drugs, and you're always gonna wonder to yourself, God damn, but you out here doing work with me. To the youth, I'm here to tell you, homie, you ain't gotta go through prison. You ain't gotta go get 100 years. You ain't gotta do all of that. And then when you turn 45, realize you just need to go get a goddamn job. That's why Grown Man Business TV always tell you, get your ass up and go get a job. Go get your CDL license. I always tell y'all this. You will make more money, homie. You will go way further. And these dudes, they got to go to jail. They got to do 10, 20, 30 years and get your ass out of jail and then go right and get a job. Why you ain't do that in the first? La Brim, go ahead and talk to the people. Yes, sir, Mr. La Brim, we want to talk to you.
I officially announce that I'm leaving from out of the darkness and totally into the light. I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood, and all ties to anything and any association of that. And I now walk into the light. I now throw my hat into the ring of politics. Yes, I said politics. That's where I'm going. That's where God is leading me, to finally really make a change for us as a people. I have joined the Republican Party, MAGA. Yes, I'm a MAGA Republican. Once I am home, I will officially register.
Yes.
Start voting.
Yes.
We've been blessed with a great opportunity in New York.
Yes.
In 2021, they restored our right to vote as felons.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to be doing.
That's what you're going to do,
but
yeah?
Beyond that, I said I'm getting into politics.
Okay.
Politics.
Yes.
I'm throwing my hat in the ring to politics.
Yes.
To bring forth true change for our people. I couldn't do it this way. With that yoke of bondage, that darkness of being blood, no matter the fact of me not being a criminal anymore, keeping it to criminal.
Yes.
And I now walk into the light. Now, the government itself is not corrupt. It's a system that protects the world and society from chaos. However, in this day and age, you have corrupt individuals and factions within the government that don't even see us as people. They see us.
I want to talk about what you just said right there, Mr. La Brim. La Brim said it's not the government, it's the corrupt people within the government. Now, what I'm here to tell you is it is the government. But I wanna break that down. See, you was right about that, Mr. La Brim. See, it might not be the whole Brim situation. The Brims might have had a pure intentions in the beginning, but it's corrupt people like you, Mr. La Brim, that bring down the whole organization. See, Mr. La Brim, we not gonna let you slide. We not gonna let you. No, you want to have a conversation with God, then you have a conversation with God. But you don't bring it. We don't need. Nah, that ain't gonna work with us. You talk to God. You don't talk to us. Won't you the one extorting those inmates, having all of the Brim dudes sending you money to a cash app? Then you have thousands of dollars. I wanna go off into something, man. Mr. La Brim, you're doing an amazing job. For Mr. La Brim to get this speech, for him to get this out to the world, you gotta know that he is now a confidential informant. Mr. La Brim is talking. You don't get into bed with these people and don't talk about past crimes, past situations, and all of that. He has officially ate the cheese. And I wanted to make that known. I wanted to push that. I don't need paperwork. I don't need it, homie. My voice is powerful enough. I understand why. What happened? The Latinos was raising hell in Rikers Island. The Latinos, the Latin Kings, they was cutting everybody. We needed unity. Here go OG Mac, right? The dude who actually supposedly brought blood to New York City. Come to find out, he read the wrong goddamn book. Did you know that OG Mac read Monster Cody's book? Y'all didn't think I knew about this. Y'all didn't think I did my homework. I did my homework. OG Mac read the wrong goddamn book. He read a Crip Hoover book, used those rules, created blood, and brought it to New York City, and y'all ate it up. Yeah, the cheese was right there, and y'all ate it up. Whole time, homie was a full-blown informant, a rat. I'm going to tell y'all something, and I highly suggest this for my New Yorkers. I suggest y'all tear down all of these blood and Crip sets, and y'all rebuild. Y'all rebuild on New York politics. Y'all rebuild on New York timing. Y'all rebuild with pure intentions to really help the people, to really unite. Really, not this type of shit with this dude right here and OG Bobby Johnson and OG Mac and all of these Brim and all of that. I suggest y'all destroy and rebuild. That's my message to New York. The gangs are necessary, homie. Let me tell you something. The gangs are necessary. Even the NYPD is a gang. So even New York City, the state got a gang, homie. The NYPD. Gangs are necessary. But I suggest you can't build a house on a fucked up foundation. You can't build a mansion on a lie, on a rat, on an informant. OG Mac and Brim. You can't build organizations on that. It's time to destroy and rebuild. China, I suggest you take the brim off your neck. This is nasty work. This shit right here is nasty. I'ma respect you either way, homie. I understand. Yo, ain't no nah, I'ma do that. Make your own. Y'all need to, let's change this. Bloodhound Brims. This is your leader right here. This is your man, right? Listen to your dog.
As trophies. They see us as talking points for sound bites and news feed for their press conferences. And they see us as things to promote to their donors and to the constituents to use to get them reelected.
Hey, get some more cheese in here for me.
We're greater than that.
Get some more cheese in here.
And we ain't going out like that. I've come to learn something. Insanity truly is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. I'm not doing crime. I'm not here promoting them. I've come to learn something. Insanity truly is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. I had to ask myself, I'm not doing crime. I'm not here promoting violence. I'm teaching these young people and everybody that listens to me to really be righteous, to really not do violence, to really try to make something in life. But why am I still a target? And I had to accept the truth of that. The truth is that no matter what, no matter how good we was doing, no matter how much we tried to take steps ahead in a positive direction, blood is always going to be looked at as something negative. And I understand, because yes, when I started many years ago, over 2 decades ago, it was, I'm not doing crime. However, now I was marching in the right path, something right. But it will always be looked at as something negative. It would always be looked at as something that they use to hold us back. And I can't allow that no more. That can't be. We're greater than that. We're bigger than that. We're too blessed. So today I take off the yoke of bondage, the curse of Satan, and I give it back. And I pick up the blessings of our Father God, and I walk with that.
Now I want to say this, right? Every man is allowed to repent. Every man is allowed to ask for forgiveness. You understand? Every man. But I don't like the approach. I don't like the manipulation of the Most High. I don't like that. You understand what I'm saying? If you was doing this for 20 years, 2 decades of destruction, of carnage, death and destruction of a whole community, homie. You got dudes out here with Brim on the back of their name. I mean, you really influenced a nation, a generation. You understand? So with that comes punishment, B. Consequences and repercussions. You understand? And it feel like what you doing is you trying to use Martin Luther King Jr., you trying to use God and Jesus and the Bible and the scripture, and you trying to manipulate yourself out that jail cell. You trying to slip between the bars. You trying to make it go over our head and under our bridges. You trying to play with the nah, that ain't what it is, homie. And again, back in the day, you could start talking about, these dudes, they go to jail, they turn to Muslims. These dudes, they go to jail, they turn to Christians. And back in the day, it was easy to slip under the radar. Oh yeah, Mr. Lala Brim is a full-blown Christian now, so he's not a part of the gang anymore, and he's turned his life around. Big ass lie, homie. Yeah, Mr. Zip with the drip, he's now a Muslim and he prays 5 times a day and he's no longer. But homie, you gotta pay for all the energy you put out into the world. You don't get to skip that part. And with a lot of these dudes, when they go to jail, they wanna skip that part. Oh, I've been in here for 10 years and I just think, nah, homie, you ain't scratched the surface yet. You ain't scratched the surface. If you want to repent, Mr. Lala Brim, then you do that in your jail cell, and you do that between you and God. You and God. But when you start trying to write you trying to write speeches and you quoting Martin. Who told you to quote Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Who told you that meant anything to us? Who told you that? Yeah, them people told you that. The people that gave you that cheese told you, hey, listen here, Mr. Lala Brim, we gonna go ahead and put a couple of quotes from, and make sure you mention Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because it's his birthday. You make sure you mention that. Those people will love it. Though, the black people love Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You know how you guys feel about him. You quoting Martin Luther King and you quoting the Bible, 1 Corinthians and all that. Hey, homie, you keep that between you and God. This y'all leader, New York City, this what y'all, come on, man. This what y'all riding for? This what y'all killing for? This what y'all throwing y'all life away? Y'all got the youngins shooting the youngins in the middle of the street for? Dudes like this? Grown man business TV. Why are you always speaking about New York City? Well, let me tell you something. In Virginia, when we was growing up, Bloods came down there from New York City. They tried to influence us to get that rag and rep that flag and all of that. They tried to get us involved. A couple of small areas, that whole blood situation turned into a cancer. And what does cancer do? It spreads. So it came down to the 757. Couple of areas like Ocean View, Norfolk, Virginia, had little blood sets, and they was doing little blood activity. But I'm here to tell you, in my city, we stepped on that shit. It wasn't too long before the federales came in there and got some of the bloods, and then we stepped on the rest of them. Yeah, we not about to inherit no culture from New York City or no culture from California. We not on that. So you got bloods around, but it ain't nobody killing for that. Ain't nobody riding for that. In neighborhoods, we stepped on that. Oakleaf Park, Diggs Park, Park Place, Huntersville, East Little Creek Road, Fort Worth, Ashland, Finnish Street, Titustown, Merrimack Landing. We stood on that. We stood on that, B. Shoot Park, all of that. Berkeley. Ain't no motherfucking gangs out there. These is neighborhoods we riding with. This is lineage. This is bloodline. We ride with that. That gang shit. So in New York City, we wouldn't have really expected y'all to bite the cheese like that. To let some California, some lies, some rats, some informants come into that big ass city and it infiltrate y'all the way it did. We never saw it coming, because in Virginia, we was knocking them niggas. We sent their ass packing. We sent the bloods packing, homie. I was in like 10th, 11th. I was in high school when that blood thing came around, and that red flags, and we starting to see like Lil Wayne and these people, and now we got dudes, older dudes, popping up in the neighborhood, giving us lessons and telling us they discipline. You can't discipline who? Discipline who, homie? We ain't even got fathers disciplining us, and you think you gonna discipline me? Because I don't know the handshake? Because I ain't do the sign right? Because I don't know the mathematics? Ain't no discipline in Virginia. You can't discipline us. So when it comes to this type of situation, I ain't got to talk about VA. We stood on business. All that blood shit got wiped out. Yeah, it was a blood transfusion. You know what they do? You know the blood transfusion. Yeah, the Bloods came down to Virginia and we gave them a blood transfusion and we got their ass out of there. Now I'm talking that war general talk. That's what happened in VA. Bloods, brims, shoots, hats, all of that shit came to VA and we gave them a blood transfusion. Y'all got some rebuilding to do in New York City. I suggest y'all destroy the lies, man. Save the youngsters. Tell the youngsters, hey, go get a job, homie, because your ass gonna get with the blood gang, you gonna go to jail, and you gonna get out, and then your silly ass gonna get a job. Salute to China Brim. What he doing right now? Where you see China Brim recording some of his videos at? I'm not lying to you. And it ain't no hate. This is all love. China Brim be at work. China Brim be in the house with his family, living the good life, eating, doing everything, getting cooked, all of that. So youngster, you need to understand something. You ain't gotta go do 15 years in prison, because your ass ain't gonna do nothing but get out of jail and go get on a construction site. Your ass ain't gonna do nothing but get out of jail and go to work. The same job you was running from, the same job you didn't want to go get, the same job that you was trying to avoid. After you do the 15 years, your ass gonna get out and you're gonna become a tax-paying citizen in America. China Brim be at work. Salute to China. The nigga be at work, B. He got his shit buttoned up. Think about this. All that time in the box, China Brim. All that time in the cell, China Brim. All that time on the yard. Just to get out and take your ass to work. Just to get out, put in the application with the same white people you was going. Come on, you going to work. This way it get wicked at. It get deep. And it's always deeper than rap. Because you're gonna go on a construction site. It's gonna be a dude up there talking about how he used to be the man. How he used to have pounds, keys, dope, hundreds of thousands. He used to drive Benzes. But somehow, some way, now he working on a goddamn construction site. He working in an office building. He driving trucks. And you got dudes like this lying to you, misleading your fucking children. Now you on now all of a sudden you a Christian. The top gang leader is a MAGA. He's with MAGA. He told y'all I'm with Donald Trump and I'm a MAGA member. He's on his knees. He's eating the cheese. All he want to do is get out of jail and go to work. All he want to do is get out of jail and go punch a clock. I'm going to let him talk, man. Talk, man. Talk to these people. Go ahead, La La Brim.
Reflect. I do not pass the torch to no one. No one. Absolutely no one. I will not be responsible for passing on something that I now see as negative to anyone. So don't let these people out there lie to you and say, I gave them anything, because I didn't. Because if that was the case, I would have been free from this long ago. From 2019, I've been looking for someone that I could have actually said, let me give it to. But I never seen that there was no one that I could give it to because I was fearful of the corruption and how the power would just turn to something even worse. So I held on and held on and held on to such a time as this. God made it be this way through all the betrayal, through all the lies, through all the snake and fake stuff. It brought me to this understanding to see that God wasn't cursing me. He was bringing me to be free and blessed from the curses. He showed me who's really who. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm not mad at no one. And I still maintain my stance. I don't mess with Puerto Rican Princess. I don't mess with Mrs. Take It on the Hop. I don't mess with none of them dudes. Never will ever again in life. They are liars, they're fake, and they're frauds. And they will do anything and everything for power. And I'm praying for the people that still are blinded by them. I'm going to pray for y'all so hard that God exposes them to y'all so that y'all can see, but that he saves y'all before they mess your life up. And to all the people that walked with me, that stood loyal to me, don't be upset. Don't let them lie to you. I want you to see this for the blessing that it is. And I'm not leaving y'all behind. If you followed me in that, I ask that you follow the light. Live a life with the blessings. Live a life free from all that junk and negativity, all that backbiting, that betrayal, and that lies for power, for people's corrupt hidden agendas. I'm going to pass on to y'all information of things that haven't been taught to us in our communities. There's a lot of things that haven't been taught to us. See, us in the urbanized community, we are in the lower class, but we're going to excel from that.
Hey, let me say something to you there now, La La Brim. You can do all that from behind bars, boss. You can do all of that from behind the jail, but you went into that interrogation room. You think you think, hey big dog, listen to me, homie. It's voices like Grown Man Business TV, 050, Harlem. I mean, it's voices out here, Haas. It's voices out here that been giving up this game. You ain't, hey homie, stay in your lane. You want to get it, you want to really get into this, start where you at. But see, what you trying to do is manipulate the system to get out of jail because you just want to, just be honest. You want to come home. You want to get a job, B. You want a wife and you want a family and you want to be able to lay up under some good coochie and you want to be able to get up in the morning and go to work and earn some money. You want the American dream, the real American dream. And see, Grown Man Business TV, what I like to do is I like to expose to the investors. I like to expose to the youth that this is the American dream, homie. Getting up, taking care of your family. There's ups and downs of this shit. The struggle, the wins, the losses, all of it is a part of the American dream. Start you a business or go to work. Whatever which one you want to do, homie. But this is the American dream. This is what every jail, hood, thug, gang member, at the end of the day, once he reaches a certain age and he becomes enlightened, he realizes, man, it was right there in front of me all along. All along, it was right there. I could have went and worked on a naval base. I could have been a longshoreman. I could have been a truck driver. I could have been anything other than locked up 23 hours a day, eating shit on a shingle. Woo! The truth has become more entertaining and more powerful than any lie you can conjure. Listen to his voice. Listen to how those people got him humbled. He talking real humble now. This the dude that'll cut you in the face, shoot you, kill you, rob you, extort you, jump you in, jump you out. That's him. Now all he want to do is live. You want to be in politics. You could have did that a long time ago. It is what it is, man. And see, again, I love this content creating lane. I love this independent information, this independent content creation, because everybody is in their own lane. I don't expect Haas. I don't expect China, Harlem. I don't expect these guys to bring the message the way I'ma bring the message. I just understand that we all gonna win. We all gonna win, homie. This the way I bring the message. Homie, you a bozo, a whole rat. You a rat. You a disgrace. And when real men stand on business, we gonna expose that. You don't get to come out. You don't get to, nigga, what? If you repent, that's between you and God. You come out that cell, you come back into the community, we gonna knock your head off, B. You don't get to live. After all the children you led off that cliff, after all the youngsters that you manipulated and brainwashed, you don't get to live, homie. Yeah, you, motherfucker, yeah. Alpo, you motherfuckers die. You go to witness protection or you get wiped out. But you don't get to come up back amongst the community. This ain't 1965. This ain't 1982. It ain't that easy no more. Yo, and I'ma pray hard for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep praying, homie. Keep fucking praying, but we don't need your prayers. We need action. Real life action. I'm talking destroy and rebuild. When it's time to destroy, you gonna burn in the ashes, Brim. When it's time to rebuild and we gotta destroy everything, you get destroyed, homie. You don't get to come into you don't get that. This the part they don't want. Hey, somebody get us some more cheese in here from Mr. Brim. Yeah, more cheese. More cheese for the rats. Yeah, we was stepping on you, dude. You would have came here, brought your ass to Virginia, talking that Brim, bloodhound gangster. We would have stepped on you. Boy, what? Put a boot in your ass. That's what happened in Virginia when dudes like Brim came down there talking about what they was talking about. You could be a blood, but you not about to spread that round here, homie. Now you righteous. Hey, listen, man. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar, homie. And when it come to the youth, when it come to FBA business, when it come to our community, the real is going to expose the fake. And the devil is a liar. The devil listen to me. The devil know Bible scriptures. You didn't know that the devil, he know the word. The devil know how to manipulate the word just like these pastors. You got a Brim talking about he gonna pray. Nigga, you gonna pray for me. Keep your prayers, B. You got to be able to look into the eyes of the evils. That's why they always tell you, look a man in his eyes. Because when this man talking about he gonna pray for you, and you look in his eyes and you see the evils, now you could call it out. Brim, you the last person need to be praying for nigga, pray for yourself. Them white people got their hands on you, Brim, Mr. They got their hands on you. Them cracker got their hands on you, boy. Let's let them talk a little bit more. Go ahead and talk to the people.
Today is the inauguration of our 47th president, Donald J. Trump, and our vice president, J.D. Vance. Do not let these people out there lie to y'all about Donald Trump. He's one of the greats. God bless him. See, in Hebrew, the word shofar means the trumpet. And when the trumpet was blown, that was the coming of war or the sign of something to come. For the MAGA movement. We have to make America great again.
Hey, somebody get some more cheese in here.
And our families came from different places in the world, but we're now here in America. And as Americans, we are the people. And what I want you to know is the government works for us. We pay taxes, especially in...
Hey, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you there, Mr. Brim. You saying a bunch of stuff we already know, little homie. You the little homie now. You the little homie now, B. You a little homie. Oh, really? We're government. The government, listen, we pay taxes, Mr. Brim. We pay taxes, not you. The fuck you talking about? Yo, what are we doing? Harlem Legend, salute, my G. I see you in the building. What are we doing? Yo, the government. Nah, homie, you don't pay taxes. You are a slave right now. Our tax money is the whole reason you even got somewhere to sleep at. Yo, in Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, the word shalah means trumpet. Hey, brother, we don't want to, hey, listen to me, cuz. What you trying to spit knowledge? What you trying to spit knowledge? You trying to spit game? Nigga, give me that. You trying to spit knowledge. You talking to me. Who you talk? Somebody get some more cheese in here from Mr. Try like give him the cheese. You trying to spit knowledge. Yo, you know, in Hebrew, you know, these niggas go to jail and they turn to fucking Muslims. They turn to Christians. They turn to Hebrews and all of that. Hebrew Israelites. You a Hebrew Israelite, Mr. Yeah. This is the realest you gonna get. We don't want to hear that Muslim talk, homie. We don't want to hear that Christian talk from you. We don't want to hear about Hebrew Israelites, little nigga. We want to hear all the young boys that you led to the hellfire. Talk about that. Talk about all the gang members that you misled, all the gang members that you brainwashed. Talk about that. You got to know something, man, that it's not a coincidence that all of these dudes go to jail and they turn to Muslims. The real question is, why wasn't you a Muslim in the street? Why you gotta, yeah, I know. And what I'm here to tell you is, you don't get cool points when you go to jail and turn Muslim. You get cool points. See, the real time is when you in the world with all the temptation, with everything going on, with access to the power, the fame, the fortune, and you don't walk through the door and you turn Muslim then. Yo, Jordan, we don't need to talk about Hebrew talk, nigga. When it's time to rebuild, you will be a part of what's destroyed. You thought Harlem was gonna be able to rebuild with Alpo riding motorcycles out there? With all the death and destruction he brought to Harlem? Brim. Come on, man. Nasty work, B.
New York. Y'all pay state and local taxes. There's an acronym called SALT, S-A-L-T. That stands for state and local taxes. So y'all paying more higher taxes than other states, because all states don't have this. New York, New Jersey, and California has it. And y'all need to get y'all bang for your buck. Every time I go to this,
Hey, bro, who wrote this speech for you, boss? You done went off into taxes. So you working for H&R Block now, Mr. Brim. Hey, do they got tax classes out there in the jail system? You taking the tax course? You ever paid taxes, Mr. Brim? You ever paid this money you talking about? See, I get offended and I get triggered because I'm a tax-paying American. Oh, I'm a productive tax-paying American. And I know what it means to pay property taxes, $10,000 on a property that I own. I know what it means to go to work and look at my check and say, why the hell are they taking Medicare out my goddamn check? What is that? Medicare? What the hell is that? Social Security? I don't need Social Security. I don't want your Social Security. What the fuck you doing? You can leave Medicare and Social Security on my... Can you do that, please? Hey, Brim, watch your mouth talking about taxes. Did you know... How about this? Did you know our tax dollars is what keep your lights on in there, Mr. Brim? Did you know that my tax dollars is what's feeding you? You guys, and you need to get more bang for your buck. Who the fuck are you talking to? Excuse my language, YouTube. I'm triggered. Who wrote this speech for you, boy? What you got to understand, Mr. Brim, he made this video in the first 48 interrogation room. In the first 48, when they sit you down at that table, they get you some cheese, some McNuggets and some fries, a nice cold Coca-Cola, sit your black ass down, and you get to talking. This motherfucker said he got the nerve to tell us about paying taxes. Let's let him talk some more. I can't stand
y'all
it.
purchase something.
Somebody get some more
Or when
cheese
you
in
work,
here.
They taking taxes out from you. And you're not getting nothing out of it because they haven't taught our people how to vote and how to hold the legislators and the people. Shem, Ham, and Yosef, if I pronounce it properly, they are the ones who populated the world. We are all one, coming from Noah all the way from Ham, Shem, and Yosef to Abraham. Do your research. Take some time. Study and learn. We deal with marriage. You have to be good to excel in life. God says in the word, he who does not labor does not eat. We don't deal with false entitlements because you're black, because you're gay, because you're Hispanic, that you must be included. You know what that does to our people? That gives you a false sense of entitlement.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is uncharted territory. Somebody, hey, get some more cheese in here for Mr. La Brim. He's doing an amazing job. Would you like cheddar? American? Mozzarella? What kind of cheese would you like, Mr. La Brim? This part of the speech, right? Salute the Harlem Legend, because this is Harlem Legend's video. If you want to watch this speech, you know what I'm saying, you can go to Harlem Legend channel and you know, and listen to it. But this is this is new territory. So now you telling us about reparations. Listen, they using this, so they set him down. They said, listen here, Mr. La Brim, we got a proposition for you. You know, Trump is now in office and Trump is willing to do a pardon. Do you know what a pardon is? Well, listen, before we get to that right there, what you need to do is you need to become a confidential informant and read this letter right here. And we want you to read it out loud. Do you know how to read out loud, Mr. La Brim? Go ahead and practice. And in this letter, he's going to tell us about paying taxes. He's going to tell us, you know, about reparations and how we're not entitled just because we're black. That doesn't know. That's exactly what it means. So again, I'm not going to let you do that. In this lane right here, we going to put a boot on your neck. You got to listen to what he's saying. Listen to where he's going with this. You done went from Martin Luther King Jr., Christian, Jesus, the Bible, Hebrew Israelites, paying taxes, and now you talking about what we entitled to. That's what you, nah, B. Nah, Mr. La Brim. I was never scared of you dudes. I was the dude from Virginia that was never scared of New York niggas. I was the dude from Virginia that used to fight y'all when y'all came down for the summer. I'm that guy. I've always been him. So all that La Brim shit or bloodhound gangs and all that, I was never fearful. We ran y'all out of Virginia. So you got to understand the levels to this. Those people, the higher-ups and the elites, already fed La Brim the cheese. He has eaten the cheese. Not only has he eaten the cheese, now he's going to push a message. He's going to push an agenda. And what's that? Hey, La Brim, get all your people in here. Let them know that they need to vote Republican. Let them know that you are a part of MAGA. Let them know that you are a part of the establishment. Let them know all of these things, Mr. La Brim. Let them know that there will be no reparations coming to them. You are not entitled to money. We don't mind and care what your ancestors did, but you won't be getting any of that money. Let them know all of these things, Mr. La Brim. Hey, baby girl, what's going on? Yes, sir. Everything all right? Yes. How was work? It's good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's gangster. See, I pay taxes. I raise my babies to pay taxes. My daughter go to work and she pay taxes. She filed. We ain't gonna get back on the taxes. Mr. La Brim is now informing us that we are not entitled. Jewish people are entitled. The so-called Native American, all of these people have received reparations, have received funding. Oh, not to mention that we pay for out of our taxes. Big salute to the chat. Let's get into this.
And it gives you a chance to be lazy and say, oh, me, pick me, or hire me, or do this for me because I'm this. And that leads us to people that are incompetent. So on this day, I gladly accept these blessings and take these blessings. I'm now a big 45.
Hold on real quick. I want to address something because we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to have some fun with this. 88 vibes. Big salute to you. I see you in the chat. Let me reword that. You said that wrong. Because 88 vibes said, and I know plenty NYC dudes who got rich off. I'm guessing because I'm guessing you saying off VA dudes. Well, let's reword that. You know a lot of New York dudes that got rich with VA dudes. With. Y'all never came to Virginia and got rich off us. Y'all got rich with us. Y'all came to Virginia, y'all partnered up with us, and we all got rich. That's how it went down. Alpo made his way to Virginia, Biggie Smalls, D Haven, Jay-Z, the Eastern Shore. Y'all all came down to Virginia and we all got rich. See, I gotta, again, I'm the dude from down south that's gonna correct that God theory these New Yorkers got. You know, New Yorkers, they like to talk, they like to mix up words. Oh, we got rich off y'all ain't get rich off us. The same way all of you New York dudes is in Atlanta right now, getting rich with the Atlanta dudes. Y'all not getting rich off the Atlanta. Y'all getting rich with Atlanta. And I gotta ask this question. Now that you say that, I gotta ask this question. New York City is the richest city on the face of the planet. Why do y'all always gotta leave New York City to get real money? Why? Why do y'all always gotta leave New York City to get real money? If the real money was in New York City, y'all would be in New York City doing that. You understand? I'm the dude from VA. I'm the dude from VA that asks those questions, press those lines. So the New Yorkers always felt like, yo, you know, G and B got a problem. Nah, and I'ma fight about it. We can get in this grass and we can knuckle up. We can shoot the fair one. We can shoot the 5, as you New Yorkers would say. Y'all used to come down to VA, let's shoot the 5. Well, let's shoot the 5 then. But Rich and A was getting money. They was getting money in New York City. But some Alpo knew that it was more money in DC, in VA. Jay-Z, D Haven, they was getting money in New Jersey, but it was more money in Maryland and in the Eastern Shore of Virginia. D Haven told the story. D Haven said when he came to Virginia, it changed his life. So instead of acting and trying to play on words like y'all did something or y'all, nah, homie, y'all should pay homage to Virginia, Maryland, the DMV. Y'all should be paying homage to Atlanta because a lot of you dudes in New York ain't getting no money, and that's why y'all in Atlanta. Tata, he in Atlanta. Salute to Mikey B. They all in Atlanta. Zip with the Drip said his whole neighborhood is in Atlanta. I'm just the only one that's gonna say it. I'm the only one that's gonna make you really eat it. Harlem Legend is he not in New York. He's somewhere in the Carolinas. China Brim, he down in Florida somewhere. Why is that? Scheme Team is in Ohio somewhere. The money, you gonna respect it, so you didn't never get rich. You ain't get rich off Virginia. You got rich with Virginia because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money in the 757. Big salute to the chat. Yeah. I mean, you know. And this is respectfully. I just like to get that game up. We wasn't having no blood shit in Virginia. We ran that blood shit up out of there. And it wasn't no Cali dudes. It was the New York niggas that had the blood situation. And we gave y'all, we did a blood transfusion. As far as the paper, yeah. We ain't no haters. You come down and you got some decent work, we can do work. We can do business. But y'all wasn't running no blocks in Virginia. Y'all wasn't running no neighborhoods. Y'all had a spot. You know, we all knew that one spot, those the New York dudes. They got $5 bags in there. They got nickel bags in there. The New York dudes got nickel bags. We might go over there and get a couple of nickels if the money ain't right. But y'all wasn't running no corners. Y'all wasn't running no neighborhoods. Soon as y'all started doing that, we ran y'all up out of there. So big salute to that. Yeah, big salute. 88 vibes. You know, hold on. You say you explain it. Let me see. Okay, then. You get better numbers down here. The numbers is better. The money is better. Just pay homage. You ain't got to explain why. Just pay homage. Yo, got a lot of love for the South. You know what I'm saying? Because we get good numbers down there. We can't get these numbers in New York. Y'all can't even get good numbers in your own city. So you got to get on the turnpike and you got to find. We never came to New York City to hustle. Niggas never got on the turnpike unless we were selling guns. So it is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. If you came down to VA for better prices, then pay homage for that. Be thankful. Let's get back on track. Big salute to the chat.
It's Martin Luther King Day celebration, and it's the inauguration of our blessed President Donald J. Trump. So I walk out of the darkness and
hold on. Why would we want to hustle if y'all can't even get good numbers? Why would we could come up there and cop work, but we wouldn't want to hustle there. Y'all don't got good numbers. The mob got y'all in the pocket. You know? John Gotti and all of that. Why would we want to hustle there if y'all need? You can't even get good numbers there. 88 vibes, why would I hustle there? That don't make good sense. That don't make good sense. I like this part because I'm going to talk my shit to New Yorkers. Y'all going to respect this hustle. Y'all going to respect this grind. Y'all going to respect the South. And the whole time, y'all got rats. Y'all got, well, that's another reason. We don't want to come up there. We can smell rat. I can smell a rat a mile away. Rats everywhere, trash everywhere, and rats everywhere. Y'all come out of New York for a better life. And we open up our doors for y'all. Oh, I know all about it. Big salute to the chat.
Into the light with the fullness of these blessings of our blessed President Donald J. Trump. So I walk out of the darkness and into the light, President Donald J. Trump. So I walk out of the darkness and into the light with the fullness of these blessings to finally put God first, my family second, and then my country. Yes, America. I turn in my red bandana for the American flag that has been given to me as a true patriot of America, as a born American. My mother was born here, I was born here, my grandmother was born here, and so forth. And I'm going to continue to fight for us now, finally able to fight for us in the light. And
see, I want to kind of talk about that. You walking out of the dark side. He said he's walking out of the darkness. I'm going to say the dark side. And he's walking into the light. And you're using God and you're using the Bible and you're using all of this religion to try to mask what you got going on, to try to hide behind what you got going on, and we not letting that ride, B. Nasty work. Nasty work. But you boy, shit. I wouldn't be surprised his ass be home soon.
I walk out of the darkness and into the light with the fullness of these blessings to finally put God first, my family second, and then my country. Yes, America.
Hey, 88 vibes. Let's have some fun real quick. Cause this the part that I do like about the New York conversation. You know, let's be honest with this New York thing, right? 88 vibes. It's more mooks in New York than it is killers. Yeah, it's more rats in New York than it is stand-up men. You understand what I'm saying? And I know how you feel. I know how y'all feel. Y'all are very passionate about New York City. But you need to know something. The Zulu Nation was running New York City, and we all know what the Zulu Nation was doing. The Zulu Nation was running New York City, and we all know what the Zulu Nation was doing. Surviving the Zulu officially on Hulu. We all know what Hassan Campbell told us about the Zulu Nation. You got Preacher. You know Preacher, right? The gang. Preacher was taking these gang members and these shooters and these dudes into a basement, and he was blowing their back out. And yeah, he was doing all kind of sexual activity with them. You got the village people. It's more mooks running around New York City than it is gangsters. It's more rats like OG Mac and Lala Brim, Mr. Lala Brim, running around New York City than it is stand-up men. And I know you don't want to face that fact, but I'm the dude from the South that always got in fights with y'all because I keep it 100. It's more fake Jordans off of Canal Street in New York City than it is real Jordans. Oh, you thought I didn't know about Canal Street? 88 vibes when y'all used to come down to Virginia for the summer with all the weird ass colorways of Jordans, and y'all used to tell us you can't get this in Virginia. Well, goddamn it, you're right. You know, we don't got a Canal Street. We wasn't able to buy the fake Jordans like y'all was. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's more fake in New York than it is real in New York. It is what it is. You gotta like that. You gotta love it. You gotta stand on it. Why you mad at me? I was the dude in Virginia to tell you I didn't see those Jordans in the East Bay. Them shits is fake. Now we gotta fight. Now they mad at me and we gotta fight. Because your mama went to Canal Street and paid $30 for them Jordans that we ain't never seen. And if the Jordans is real, they gonna be in the East Bay. Oh, in Virginia, we had the East Bay. We had the East Bay. I was the one that was, them shit's fake, yo. What you mean they fake, B? Those is not real. What you mean? I'm telling you, them Jordans ain't real, homie. Here go the East Bay right here. Where they at? Yo, you don't know nothing about New York. You know what I'm saying? We got these from New York City, son. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all used to get y'all Jordans. Y'all had fake Jordans in the 80s. The Koreans was making y'all fake Jordans in the early 90s, B. So what you tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me it's Canal Street, man. Well, it's millions of people. The majority of y'all, don't make this a personal thing. Don't make this a personal thing. I didn't say you. I said majority of you New Yorkers was wearing fake Jordans in Virginia. Motherfucker got the Halloween 8s. He got the Halloween 11s on. We looking like, yo, where you get those from? Yo, this is only in New York. You can only get these in New York. And we used to be like, damn, New York got all the fly shit. Come to find out, it was Canal Street. The Koreans was making y'all Halloween, the Halloween sixes. Motherfucker had the Christmas Eve 4s. Y'all don't remember y'all had the Christmas Eve number 4s? Y'all had the New Year's Eve number 8s. Y'all had the goddamn Valentine Day 11s. Y'all don't remember that? The SpongeBob Jordans, all of that came from New York City. Now we gonna have fun with it. Mr. Lala Brim, he's a rat. Now we gonna have fun with New York City. I'm gonna end this live where we gonna have fun. Y'all don't remember? Yes, SpongeBob. These motherfuckers had the Dragon Ball Z 11s. Y'all don't remember? Y'all don't remember that? Motherfucker got Dragon Ball Z on the side of his 11s, and he tell us in Virginia, you can't find these nowhere else, B. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? You can only get these in New York City. Yeah. Yeah, back in middle school, that's what they was doing. You got to go to New York, go to Canal Street, and then it all makes sense. Then you would be sitting like, oh, shit. All those years, they was playing in my face. All those years, oh. Motherfucker, yeah. Motherfucker got the Olympic 11s. This motherfucker, yeah, these the Olympic 11s right here. You know what I'm saying? Because the Olympics was in New York City, these is the Olympic 11s. I didn't know until I started going to New York like that. When I got older and I started making my way to New York City, I started hustling in New York City. I started making money in New York City. That's when I got exposed. You know, the dudes in Brooklyn would say, yo, we going to Canal Street. They buying Gucci belts. They buying Gucci glasses. They buying Gucci everything. And then it was so crazy because you take this shit back down south and we didn't even know. Like shit, you got Gucci on. Gucci glasses were $13. So what you thought the dope was? The dope was stepped on. Just like the Jordans was Canal Street, y'all drugs was Canal Street. So what y'all had to do was take those fake drugs and y'all had to come down south and try to sell it. Yeah, they was stepping all on that dope. They was tap dancing on that shit. Before it made it to your neighborhood, that shit was tap danced on. Come on, B. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. That's why y'all had to leave New York and y'all had to come down south. Cause y'all was the mob, they was tap dancing on that shit. They turn 1 brick into 30 and they sell it to y'all. Woo-wee! Look at that goodie! I don't even want to talk about Mr. Lala Brim anymore. I don't want to talk about it. I see I got you in your feelings, though, homie. Mr. 88, I got you in your feelings. I know the truth hurts, homie. I know it hurts. The truth always hurt New Yorkers. You tell them, hey, man, I don't think they made the Olympic 11s, man. I ain't never seen patent leather Olympic Jordans. Yo, why you hating, B? These is from New York City. Well, I ain't know they made the Halloween 11s. Yo, they orange. These is the New York Knicks. This is the, come on, son, what we doing? I didn't know that. He good. He good, baby. It's love. It's all love. Word is bond, B. Word is bond. Word is bond, Sean. It is what it is. It'll be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? La Brim, hey man, nasty work. You know, and you need to be held accountable, and you will be held accountable. It ain't no way possible you gonna make it out of that without us standing on that business. You will be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's past due. It's time that you know the real outweighs the fake, that the truth outweighs the lies. It's overdue. It's overdue. Overdue. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, you need to know something, man. I got a lot of love for New York City. Just like New York City got a lot of love for Virginia. You understand what I'm saying? These big cities, we highly influence. Texaco Burris was from Chesapeake, Virginia. You know, the last time New York City even won a Super Bowl with the Giants, you know, we have influenced this culture. You know, so I'm just the stone wall in between the two. I'm the conduit. I'm the one that's gonna speak the real about your fake Jordans and all that. And you stepped on dope and all that. And the real reason y'all always seem to come down south. It's a lot of y'all in Atlanta right now. A lot of New Yorkers in Atlanta. I'm talking, they got Queens Day, they got Brooklyn and Bronx Day in Atlanta. That's how many of y'all is in Atlanta. We don't even want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that Africa Bambaataa energy that y'all brought to Atlanta. Atlanta, and listen, Atlanta, and let's talk about this, 88. Atlanta was not the gay capital until them New Yorkers came down there. When I was young, Atlanta wasn't the gay capital. They had the Freaknik. It was a lot of go-go dancing. It was a lot of beautiful black women, and that's all it was. The Freaknik was in Atlanta. But when you New Yorkers came down, and I'm gonna do a whole live stream on this just for you, Mr. 88, just for you. When you New Yorkers flooded and migrated down to Atlanta, it turned to the gay capital of the world. Did you know that? Before you New Yorkers came down to Atlanta, it was not the gay capital of the world. It was the Freaknik. It was a bunch of freaking going on. Heterosexual Freaknik. I'm talking man and woman, woman and man. We was freaknicking it off down there. But then all of a sudden, Zip with the Drip said his whole neighborhood in Queens is in Atlanta. Tata, Freaky Ty and all of them, they all in Atlanta. As soon as you New Yorkers came to Atlanta, it turned to it turned to the gay capital of the world. And I want to leave y'all with this. To all my dudes in Atlanta, I suggest y'all speak on this. I suggest y'all talk about this. Talk about how all them New Yorkers came down and brought that Africa Bambaataa energy down there to Atlanta. Brought that Saucy Santana energy down there to Atlanta. Before you New Yorkers came to Atlanta, it was T.I.P., it was Jermaine Dupri, it was Goody Mob, it was Outkast. There was none of that. There was none of that going on down there. But then there was a great migration. A great migration of New Yorkers that made their way to Atlanta. And all of a sudden, you got that dog fur down. Yeah, you got that down low energy full of dog. Yeah. So New York, do y'all want to stand on that? Do you want to admit what y'all did to Atlanta, New York City? When y'all sent the village people down there. When y'all corrupted the culture. I'm just saying, see, the thing is, 88, this your fault. 88 vibes. I'm going to expose what happened to Atlanta, and I'm going to just take, thanks to you, Mr. Queen 88. I'm going to call you Queen 88. Respectfully, I rock with you. But I'm going to expose what y'all did to Atlanta. That's going to be an amazing live stream. Because I'm going to show y'all what Atlanta looked like. I'm Grown Man Business TV. I'm going to show y'all what Atlanta looked like before New York came down there. And then I'm going to show you what Atlanta looked like after New York got down there. See, we never let y'all do that in Virginia. We let y'all get some money with us, but we never let y'all infiltrate the structure and the culture. We never really let y'all, open businesses and, plant roots and really get money in Virginia. We let y'all come down, rub shoulders, do business, and get some money. But in Atlanta, they made the mistake of letting you New Yorkers come down there, infiltrate, bring gang culture, sex, money, murder, and y'all also brought that Africa Bambaataa culture. Y'all also brought the village people down there to Atlanta. Wee! Nah, Virginia is on top. Ain't nothing goofy about it. You know exactly what's going on. I only get that type of energy when I expose New York. I mean, we already talked about Mr. La Brim. We already talked about him. Nobody is really talking about that. Nobody has connected those dots. That New York City brought that gay culture to Atlanta. That New York City brought that down low activity to Atlanta. The majority of you New York dudes go to Atlanta for the down low activity. What are we talking about? Why would a whole neighborhood go to Atlanta? Zip with the Drip said his whole neighborhood is in Atlanta, the gay capital of the world. Yeah. Like it or love it. You ain't gotta like it, but you gonna love it. You ain't gotta like it, but you gonna fucking love it. You gonna love this. I'm gonna do a whole live stream on that. I'm gonna show y'all what Atlanta was before the migration of New Yorkers that went down there. I'm gonna show y'all the Freaknik. I'm gonna show y'all the HBCU parties with all the black people having a good time. I'm gonna show y'all that. And then I'm gonna show y'all what happened when Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, the Bronx, Choke with No Joke is down there in Atlanta. Choke with No Joke, Hocus for, all of you New Yorkers is living in the gay capital of the world. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time with this. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit that like button. Stop playing, man. Let's let Mr. La Brim talk a little bit more. Let's get into that.
I turned in my red bandana for the American flag that has been given to me as a true patriot of America, as a born American. My mother was born here, I was born here, my grandmother was born here, and so forth. And I'm going to continue to fight for us now, finally able to fight for us in the light and urban. I'm going to truly fight recidivism. I'm going to fight for them to bring more jobs to our community. I'm going to fight for them to bring more educational programs so that we can excel in life and be a part of this great movement. And I ask you all to look at it for the blessing it truly is. Join up. I ask you to study. And for those of you that choose to stay behind, stuck in that, I have no problem.
You have 1 minute left.
And I don't see you as anything less than me. I'm not going to deal with self-righteousness and say because I'm walking into the light, I'm better than you. What I'm going to do is pray that God blesses you and saves you. But for me, now, God said to repent and to do a 180, to actually turn from something. So I'm turning in a 180 all the way from that. I'm not going to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out and allow these people to destroy the promise and the blessings that God gave us as an inheritance of his children. Those days are over. So I finally today accept the blessings of my birthday and celebrate it in the fullness on the celebration of Martin Luther King Day and the great inauguration of Donald J. Trump. Your announcement to make. Before I do that though, let me first take honor and give blessings to Martin Luther King. May the Father God bless him and his soul and his spirit and bless his family. He was one of the greats that adored the earth.
Absolutely nasty work. You know, again, we are in a time where the truth is going to outweigh the lies, homie. And grown men are going to stand up and put a, we're going to put a stop to this. We're going to put a stop. And I'm going to tell you something. We're going to stop it in the soil. We're going to stop it at the root. We're not going to wait till it grow into a whole organization, into a whole tree. We're not going to do that. We're going to stop it at the beginning. To all the youngsters out there, this is the end. This is the end all be all. This is what's going to happen. You got a couple of options. You're going to be like Dick Wolf and all of them, and you're going to do 100 years in jail. And not only are you going to do 100 years like Dick Wolf, but what you're going to also do is you're going to entrap other young black men like Casanova, and they're going to do 100 years in jail. You're going to become an informant. You're going to work for the people. Either way, homie. You're going to do it that way, or you're going to get in there, you're going to turn out like Brim and OG Mac, and you're going to eat the cheese. You're going to turn rat. You're going to turn informant. Right? Or you're going to just die in jail. And how do you stop this, Grown Man Business TV? Well, how you stop this is making these young men understand that the American dream is right in front of your face. Get up, put the weed down, go get a job. Get up, put the weed and the Hennessy down, and go get a job. Use that job to fuel your dreams. Use that job to invest in yourself. But get your ass up and go get a job, my G. That's where it begins at. Because what's going to happen is you're going to do 5, 10, 15 years, and then you're going to get out and go get a job. Ask China Brim. Ask the homie China Brim what he ended up doing when he got out of jail after doing 15 years. His ass went and got a job. Ask China Brim what he doing right now. His ass got to get up and go to work tomorrow. You ain't got to work a job your whole life. You use a job to fuel your dreams. You got dudes like, again, China Brim, salute the 05 voter movement. I want to use China Brim because he got the same name as Lala Brim. China Brim, Lala Brim, these is Brims right here. China Brim go to work, he provide for his family, and in his spare time, he creates content. And after he creates content, now he's building a name for himself. Now he's doing something that he loved to do. You got to know we love doing this. We love creating content. We love it, homie. China Brim now has over 50,000 subscribers on 05 Voter Movement. And I suggest you go to 05 Voter Movement, and I suggest you hit the subscribe button. You will see Grown Man Business up there. I've been up there a few times. I did a Clash of the Titans and all of that. You wanna understand what it means So, youngster, the same job you trying to avoid, your ass is going to be working after you do 15 years in prison. You're going to go get a job. You're going to go get a job, B. It took me years to understand this because I used to work on a shipyard and I used to do construction and these other miscellaneous jobs. And I always noticed that there was always one or two gang members, drug dealers, ex-convicts on the same job. And they always had these elaborate stories. Yo, I used to have bricks back in the day when I was in New York. You know what I'm saying? I had bricks, I had pounds and all that. I was the leader. When I was in jail, I used to run the house. You know what I'm saying? Somebody shot me one time. You know what I mean, son? Now I'm out, and now you out motherfucking laying concrete. You had all the bricks, all the pounds. You was the gang leader. You was doing all of that. Now we out here goddamn laying concrete together. We out here laying asphalt together. Yeah, they got us mixing the concrete. You was the man back in the day, but now you done did 15 years in prison, and I'm just trying to feed my family, and I gotta listen to you talk about gang shit, and we out here mixing concrete together. Motherfucker making $20 an hour. You make 20, I make 20. You went from being a gang leader like Brim, and now these white people is paying your ass $20 an hour. You feel me? You can skip all of that, young man. Skip all of that. Don't let a Brim or OG Mac brainwash you into throwing your life away. Don't let a Dick Wolf brainwash you into throwing your whole goddamn rap career away like goddamn Casanova. Stay in school, homie. Get a fucking hobby. If you don't know what you want to do, go in the military. If you don't know what you want to do, when it's time to graduate, I suggest you go into the Navy, go into the Army, go into the military for 4 years. You get all your benefits. Dental, health, vision. They're going to pay you to travel the world. Use that time to figure out what you want to do, but do not throw your life away and then get to talking about God and quoting Martin Luther King Jr. like OG Mr. Lala Brim and all of them. Roxy, what do I see you in the chat? I'm just here to get a game up. I'm just here to really just expose what it is. You know, we gonna have fun with this, but the youth, that's the goal. We gotta stop all this, man. We got to stop all this. OG Brim, Lala Brim, Mr. Lala. It ain't enough Bible scriptures in the world for you to quote to us. It ain't enough Dr. Martin Luther King scriptures that you could quote to us. It ain't enough. We don't want to hear none of that. And grown men, we stepping on that. I know you're not going to want to hear this. But I'm a grown-ass man, homie. I'm the head of my household. I'm a grown-ass, heterosexual black man that don't take no mess. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And nah, homie, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Listen, man, we reject your deposit. Old Mr. Lala Brim, we reject your deposit. We shook Dre punk ass, now we out of the closet. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that. La La Brim, we reject your deposit. We shook Dre punk ass, now we out of the closet. Mob Deep wonder why nigga blowed them out. Next time grown folk talk, nigga close your mouth. Next time grown folks is talking, close your mouth. Peep me, I take this war shit deeply. There's seen too many real players fold to let you, hey man, I could go through the whole verse, homie. Next time grown folks talking, nigga, close your mouth. La La Brim used the little homie. Close your mouth, B. It's big, hey, look. Hey, China Brim, I suggest you take over that whole faction. Hey, China Brim, 050 the movement. Y'all feel some type of way about the Brims and all of that? I suggest you are now the leader. Well, no, he not. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I know how they feel about these organizations. I suggest that somebody step in and rebuild. And since your last name is Brim, and you got a powerful voice, restructure that organization. China Brim, I'm telling you, it's you, homie. Take over. Tell all them young Brim leaders to go get a job. Tell all them young dudes that's down with Hood Brim and Brim Hood and whatever the gang is, tell them that it's a new way. We taking a new direction in this. Yeah, it is what it is. I stayed a little longer than I expected to. Big salute to the chat. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, I'm about to handle my business. Yeah, man, we well over 31,000 subscribers. We are now officially approaching 32. We on our way to 40K. We not stopping. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? I think sometime you gotta play stupid. Sometimes you gotta play dumb. You know, that's an art of war right there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta play dumb to get the point across. You gotta understand this, right? A wise man could play dumb, but a dumb man can't play wise. A wise man can play dumb, but a dumb man can never be wise. He could never act wise. So when I look at China Brim, I don't see that. I see somebody that went through the system. Homie. And if he was dumb, like you say he is, if he wasn't smart enough, then he wouldn't be able to be a family man. He wouldn't have a job and keep it. You know, he ain't that dumb, because China Brim got a job and he kept it. He got a job and he keep a job. China Brim don't live in the project buildings. China Brim don't live like that no more. So he ain't that stupid. He ain't that dumb. China Brim got a whole room where he shoot his content at. China Brim got an old lady that cook his breakfast and do whatever else he asks her to do. China Brim ain't that stupid. Woo! Woo! And sometimes it take a soldier to lead. Sometimes the leader was a soldier first. You ever watch the movie Gladiator? Homie? Maximus was a soldier. And the emperor, the king, he wanted to turn him into a leader. He wanted to hand down the whole empire to Maximus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to give you some game on this. Sometime the king was a soldier. Sometime the leader was a soldier. If you ask me, La La Brim is the silly one. If you ask me, La La Brim The one that y'all had as the leader, he's the silly. He's the one that don't make no sense. Cause now he talking about God, and he talking about Martin Luther King, and he talking about reparations and taxes when he ain't never paid a goddamn tax in his life. China Brim. Show these young boys how to get a job out there. Show these young boys how to pay taxes. Show these young boys how to get them an old lady and run their family. I think China Brim could do that. I believe in him. I think 050, a lot of people love and a lot of people respect the 050 movement. I'm talking from celebrities to gangsters to shooters to soldiers to leaders. They all watch 050 the movement. Woo! So if you got a platform like that, and they listen to you, because believe me, I watch. They listen to China. China word means something. China went viral for calling Jim Jones a rat. People believe that shit. At the end of the day, it's time to destroy and rebuild. That's my word, and that's my, that's my message to New York City. It's time to destroy the whole situation. Fuck, ain't no Bloods in New York. Ain't no Crips in New York. This New York City, we ain't standing on none of that. That's what y'all should be saying. This New York City, ain't no Bloods, ain't no Crips. This what we doing. Oh, I got plenty facts. You ain't heard what this. Listen to this.
So, let me start this out with a little scripture for you. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I used to talk as a child, think as a child, reason as a child. When I became a man, I put aside childish things. In the words of Martin Luther King.
And let me say that, right? I like that you said that, Charlie P. Exactly. I'm talking about China Brim, but you got to understand, China Brim got soldiers and he got leaders and he got kings standing right next to him, Harlem legend. A dude that'll tell him lock their ass up. A dude that talk about he ain't with none of that. And stands on that and holds his own. What we talking about? La Brim is washed up. Either destroy the whole hat situation or rebuild it. Destroy it and rebuild it. So listen, you already know what time it is, man. You already know how we giving it up. You know what I mean? Big salute. I rock with it all. I got a lot of say-so in New York. Man, I got to say-so in the United States. I got a lot of say-so globally, homie. I'm international. You are local. 88, a Queen 88. You are local. I built this channel organically, homie. People all over the world tap in with Grown Man Business TV. I built this channel organically. So I got the right to say that. You local, homie. I'm international. We not the same when it come to this. And you gonna respect this, you gonna respect this hustle. I got more people in New York that rock with this than you do. What you mean? What you mean? Big 757 Virginia. Big VA. From coast to coast in America. From coast to coast. Cali, East Coast. From coast to coast, homie. You mad because I exposed the... Let me tell you something. A lot of the New Yorkers get upset when I talk about Canal Street. They don't like when I tell you guys about what's going on Canal Street. They don't like that. They don't like that. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I just want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, dudes like me, And the guys that I'm talking about, my fellow content creators, we paved the way. We work hard. We grind it out to be able to talk like this. I notice a lot of people on YouTube just making videos, a lot of like little small like YouTubers coming out, and it's like everybody can't do this, B. This ain't something that you could just get on and do. This shit take charisma. It take some authenticity. You gotta be authentic. It take a lot of different, you gotta be able to articulate yourself. It take a lot of different angles to do this content, to build a platform. I love this shit. Big salute to the chat, man. Yeah, Canal Street. When I talk about those Halloween Jordan 11s, or those those Olympic Jordan 6s. All the fake Jordans them Koreans been making for y'all for years now. When I get to talking about, it really make y'all feel away. Yeah, the St. Valentine Day Jordan 11s y'all was wearing back in the day, that y'all told us we couldn't get nowhere else except for New York City. Y'all was right about that. Y'all was 100% right about that. Them weird ass Jordan colorways y'all used to bring down to Virginia. Oh, you can't get these nowhere else, B. These is only in New York, son. These is the Christmas tree 11s right here. You see the green on the bottom, like, yo, I ain't never seen them shits in the mall, in the East Bay calendar. I don't know where to find them at. Space Jam 11s, B. You know what I'm saying? Yo, these right here. Yeah, man, these is the Space Jam number 3s right here. You know what I mean? Like, oh, shit, all right. The Bugs Bunny 11s with the straps on them. Y'all was wearing fake Jordans. Your mamas was buying fake Jordans back in the day. Fake Timberlands, fake North Face jackets. Y'all was getting y'all gold fronts. Y'all was getting gold fronts from Canal Street. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember going to the Queens, the outlet in Queens, and getting gold fronts out there for $30? Y'all don't remember that? I'm just talking. Yeah, we was in Virginia. We was looking in the East Bay magazine. Yo, you seen them Jordan 11s right there, the Halloween edition? No, look in the East Bay magazine. We looking through yo, you got the new East Bay? Let me see. Yo, we can't find them Jordans. Yo, you can only get them in New York City, B. Oh, my bad. Oh, for real? Yeah, son. These is only in New York. Oh. Okay, my bad. Yeah, in every color. Gucci, Finley, Prada. Motherfucker, yo, I just came from, you know what I'm saying? We just came from Dapper Dan. He done got a whole Gucci jumpsuit from Canal Street for $28. And he told you it was a Dapper Dan. We in Virginia like, oh, yeah, we heard of Dapper Dan. That's fire, son. Yeah, this is the Gucci jumpsuit right here with the Gucci socks and the Gucci headband. Oh, word? Dapper Dan did that. In all actuality, he paid $28 for everything. Yeah. New York niggas don't like when I talk like that, B. They don't like when I expose the truth, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, Dapper Dan was fire, but he was expensive. You dudes couldn't afford Dapper Dan for real. You motherfuckers was out there. Yo, Dapper Dan said this shit is $10,000. Yo, we gonna head on down to Canal Street. Yo, yeah, we gonna take the 3 train all the way up to Canal. And we gonna take the 3 train to Canal Street. That's what y'all was doing. So listen, man, y'all already know what time it is. Big salute to my New Yorkers, though. We had to really break this down. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You know what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content. You know what it is. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. We're going to give you that pure dope, that raw dope, uncut, straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. I'm going to give you that game straight raw. Straight pure dope, no extras, no baking soda, no fentanyl, no quinine. I don't tap dance on this dope. I'ma give it to you pure, raw, right off the brick into the bottles. La Brim drops his flag. La Brim is now a Republican. He's a whole Christian, and he's gonna quote Martin Luther King. This is what happens to your fake leaders. They get exposed. La Brim has done destruction. He's killed. He's deleted. He's misled so many youngsters. And now he wants to pray to God and he wants to give his flag up. My message to you, La Brim, is we reject your deposit. We reject your deposit, homie. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. To all my youngsters, get your ass up and go get a job, man. No need for you to do 15 years in prison just to get out and go get a job, man. If you ain't got a father, a uncle, a OG, a brother, somebody that's gonna give you this game, you can subscribe to Grown Man Business TV, and I'll give it to you for free, my G. Absolutely for free. Get up, go get a job. When you turn 18, if you don't know what you want to do, if you one of these many young black men that just don't know where they want to go in life, go into the military for 4 years. Give yourself a 4-year window to figure out what you want to do. New York City, stop acting like y'all wasn't wearing Canal Street Jordans back in the day. Stop acting like those Jordan 11, those grown man Jordan 11s wasn't Jordan 11s off of Canal Street. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Gang.